So this video is going to show you a few things to get you started on the HTML assignment 2. Here I have already copied the 2 files from HTML assignment 1 into the chapter 4 Pacific folder. You can easily open these in Notepad++ by right mouse clicking on the file to bring up the shortcut menu, and there it is, Edit with Notepad++. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a new CSS file. I would recommend that you go ahead and save it right away so that Notepad++ knows that it has the CSS extension and will color code it for you and give you some tips to help make sure you don't have any errors. So go ahead and change this from a text file to cascading style sheets. Here it is. And then we're going to give it a file name of Pacific for the assignment. Make sure that you're saving it in the same folder as the other 2 files. Now you will go through and simply type your CSS rules. So let's get started with the first one as an example. It says global colors. I'm on page 137. It says global styles for the document. Use the body element with background color white and text color of gray. So we're going to use the body element and we'll do our angle braces. And look, it put the whole pair in there for me. And nested inside the angle braces, I'm going to say background color. And here, it's coming up to even help me make sure I spell it right. And so you can just double click on that. Then a colon. And then the color name or the color number. For us, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 F's. Make sure you got that count right. And then the color, so where it says text color, that's the color property. And then dark gray will be 6 sixes. Okay? And then you'll continue to add your CSS rules. When you're all done, go ahead over to your HTML file and add your link element. You can find directions on how to add the link element on page 120. So I've gone into the head tag and I've added the link element. My file name is specific.css. There is a CSS validator also, and it's at this URL, which is located on page 137. I like to go by direct input and simply copy and paste your CSS in here. I only have the one CSS style rule so far. I'm copying and I'm going to paste it right in here and then check. This one should not have any errors. And it didn't. But let me add an error here so you can see what happens when you do have an error. So a very common error is to confuse the colons and the semicolons. The colon goes between the CSS property and the value you're assigning it, and then each property value pair has a semicolon in between. So this should be a colon. And notice that we do have an error. It is listing that the semicolon is a parse error there. So this should help you if you don't find your web pages looking like the example in the textbook. One final thing you should do is to look at it in the browser window. If you don't see the CSS rendering like it's shown in the book, again, check for those colons and semicolons and put in the CSS validator to see if you can find what line that error might be on. Hope this helps.